So, sup everyone? Welcome to another Monday with myself, Elwin. I'm your host. I'm your Forexia mentor, and this is what we call Ready for the Week. So, Ready for the Week, what we do is we get it popping on Mondays. We get our mind right for the week. We kind of get a market forecast going for the week. We look at what news is going to be going down. We look at what's going on with the moon, as you can see in that tab up there, because we want to what? Have a market forecast. And someone mentioned in the chat that we got presidential debates this week in the States. So, the Trump versus Biden election, that's obviously gonna provide a little liquidity to the market. Now, how do I know this stuff? Because I back test, right? I didn't back test it, presidential elections, speeches, all of this. So I can't say for certain, but I can tell you the tendencies of the market. A week like this, we can see some real nice moves, okay? Because it's three things going down. One, we do have, actually it's four. So we'll get our list going. Let's just make a list. Can y'all think of anything big going down this week that may affect the market? NFP, fire. What else? Full moon, fire. What else? Anything else? I got two more. I'm wondering if y'all got them. I already said one. Yep. I'm here to take advantage of what they take for granted. All right, so we said one, presidential debate in the United States. I can't spell presidential. So how you spell? There we go. Thursday. Oh wow, end of the month. So they have the full moon and the debate on the same day, and then the next day we have NFP. Oh, thank you, Caleb. End of quarter, right? End of fiscal quarter. So what is the fiscal quarter? We don't talk about that much, but it is something to take into account. And essentially, at least in the US, they have fiscal quarters, meaning usually these corporations or these public companies, they have to report. Yeah, we'll have to talk about it more for sure. They have to have these quarterly reports, right? Whether it be, I'm not going to go into all the intricacies, but whether it be to, a government regulation organization, or whether it be to, if it's like a public stock and they have these quarterly reports for their shareholders, these type of reports will really affect the market, right? For instance, if Apple launches their third quarter report and they're up 10% and they're showing, they're making huge profits, we'll likely see the stock rise, right? And then the same the other way, if we hear a company like Ford, they laid off 1,000 employees, they cut services, sales are down, you can anticipate that the stock will drop, right? And all of these things have an effect on Forex as well, because these companies, these huge conglomerates, these corporations, they make up the US currency, right? They make up the US economy. They are dictating what's going on. So inherently, we're going to see moves on the dollar. So you might say, how is this relevant to what I'm doing? How is this relevant to me just trying to trade UJ, right? It is relevant. So if we see that we can anticipate strength in the dollar. Hey, can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. User, try leaving and rejoining. It's raining here. Okay. And we are recording. Perfect. Yeah, try leaving and rejoining. Okay. So all these things will affect the market. And it's actually going into some of my predictions. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to private message that. Noise from rain. Okay, perfect. We are recording it if you need. So, all right. So yeah, these are variables that will affect the market. So what we have the fiscal year. We have, so basically we're going into the third quarter, right? So October, generally it's like October 1st through the end of the year. And also in the States, we have big holidays like, Christmas, especially Black Friday in November. These type of times are going to be used to really manipulate the market, and you can back test it. I recommend using ICE data on your TradingView feed to get you a good amount of data where you can go back, right? And you'll need to go on a higher time frame to chart these things. But what you can do is, look, for instance, we can go to Black Friday from 2019. So what is that, like 11/28, around there, right? We can map out. So what I notice on Black Friday is a lot of, just like inflation, right? They're selling stuff. They're trying to make people buy products, right? They want people to consume. So it's an inflation almost, right? And a lot of times you'll see more inflation around Christmas. So if I see a second leg M on a macro time frame on UJ, that's a confluence, right? Also, this was a new moon. I know it's messy, but this was a new moon, right? So I get a new moon, or a full moon. I get a big inflation time where they're convincing people to buy. So look, I can see that. Let's try another one. Let's try 2018. So what do you know? Holiday season in the States. Again, just held that dollar up. But what do we see on the charts? What is that? What did I just circle? What is that phase in the market? Consolidation. Thank you. And this is a 4-hour chart. This is 70 days of accumulation, guys. This is damn near 2 full moon cycles, right? Basically, this was the entire fourth quarter of 2018. And then boom, after the holiday, the inflation, this is where we got that flash crash into the new year. Who remembers that? I had a guy who traded this and made 200K January 2nd off this flash crash and was done for the year. I don't know any other profession where you're going to be done for the year on the first day of the year. This is good, brother. You blew an account there, but you back. See, you killed GU this week, and that's beautiful. So 2017, this was a Black Friday. Boom, we got bullish momentum right into the end of the holidays. Alrighty, so I just want to show you, like, you can speculate stuff about the market, you can draw conclusions, but just go back test it, go see what's really going down, right? So yeah, just note October 1st is our full moon. And if you want to know how the moon is affecting the market, this is that moon phase indicator I was throwing on the chart. You can back test this as well. Kind of just notice the timing of these moves, right? Like, you see, look, as soon as we got this new moon, we dumped. So it's not to say, oh, new moon, sell. It's to say I have my confluences. I see my setup. I see my trade. Oh, it's also a new moon. There can be high emotions, shifts in the market, So I won't go over this too much, but, just for those who haven't seen this, look, new moon cycle, straight bullish. So just note that. Alrighty, so we have any questions? Anybody want to comment, chime in, have anything to add, any, of your own findings? Let's get a little interactive today. Let's have some fun. What's up? Anyone want to, how about you, Matea? You have anything to add? Nobody. Gotta stay careful. Here, let me unmute you. Thank you. Italy got something to say. What's good, bro?
Yeah, what's good, everyone? What's good?
Hey, Matea, how you doing today, brother?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was like this morning I was looking at GJ for sales because I was like, okay, this is a perfect M. London breakdown, you know.
Dude, I was looking at bodies, but I didn't do it.
I was looking at sales over there, you know, where you see the, yep, zoom in, zoom in. London start. Exactly, something more, right? And I was like, okay, let's try and sell it. And like 20 minutes I was in, I was looking at it and I said, okay, this is not gonna be good for sales. This is not ready yet. So I closed in a small profit and look where it gone. So gotta stay careful during these days. It's gonna be massive manipulation, massive moves, and you know, you never know. So better always use a stop loss.
Fact. Yeah, this is why I was thinking of buy, but it didn't meet my entry rule. And this is a pair I only like started back watching this week. But the reason why, bro, you see how, you know, the sell got obvious and then they started trapping under here. They started getting those sellers on board. So I could see how when you were entering, you're like, let's wait for these sellers to kind of get stopped out. I'm sorry, these buyers to get stopped out and then sell, I'm assuming.
Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for sales from now on, but I'll be taking only safe trades with the DMA. That's my guess.
Okay. Because I mean, yeah, this can be like a trend line breakout where we have a reset and we're buying, you know, or this can be that pivotal point, you know, like this can be where it
I'm not
starts
actually
buying.
sure because if you can look down below over there, you got an obvious trend line for buys. Like if you zoom in, you can see there like there's a small trend line over there.
You mean
But
like
it's
this?
yeah, that's too much obvious, man.
Okay. So yeah, what they can do is
I'm over there and drop like
right, like something like this.
yeah.
And it would make sense because if we do have, you know, something like this, that would be that trap zone where, you know, because look, this resistance, if they turn it support, then we can say, you know, definitely people are going to be buying. And then this trend line, if it starts to play out,
they're gonna fake a support for sure. They're gonna fake a support.
Yep. But yeah, I honestly would not sell just yet.
Nah.
I would just wait. Yeah. I will wait for a clear sign because, you know, we do have like, you know, a little thing here, but we could come back and start working this. We might not see it happen on Friday. We don't know. So just like wait, I'll wait for a confirmation. If I saw a second leg bust past this and then pull down this, maybe look to short here. Or if like, you know, it just was drastic and then it started sitting on this little trap zone, then I would look for sell. But I guess we're both agreed to leave it alone for now.
Yeah. I've seen gold could be bullish, maybe.
Gold?
They shifted. Yeah, they shifted.
We just gonna jump around, huh?
Yeah.
You want to share your chart? Or you just want me to show mine and then you're gonna point it out?
Yours because I'm on the phone. PC is so slow lately.
So hang on, what did you say? Gold is bullish or bearish?
Bullish.
Bullish. All right, hang on. Let me check the chat real quick. Can we talk about EA? Okay. The book is fire. Yo, thank you, bro. Thanks, Edgar.
Donnie has the same bias.
Go. You always use daily structure to trade. Do you always use daily? Yes, always use daily structure to trade. It's always taken into account. May I ask, how will the elections in the U.S. have an impact on the fourth quarter? You know, we'll see like some type of pump or dump usually, and it'll be used as a justification. So, you know, I'm speculating some bullish activity and then followed by bearish activity on the dollar, but I'll pull up the index in a bit and I'll show you why I'm seeing bulls to come on the dollar. Someone said, how do you choose your weekly watch list? I really just have my own pair list, and you know, a lot of times I start looking at stuff because people are, you know, asking me to look at something. Tony says he has a bullish bias on gold. He want to share too. Hey, Tony, you're unmuted. What up, bro?
Hey, what's up, brother? How are you?
Shit, just chilling with Mateo over here. What's good?
What's up?
Yeah, you know when Matea said, you know, buy is bullish, I had it too. And then when you said, I have a temporary, you know, minor bias buy, but long term I see sells.
On gold?
I can show you my chart if I can share the screen.
Okay, cool. Because I'm definitely long-term bull on gold.
Then I'm a little off now.
Nah, I want to see.
You
No,
know,
that's what I'm saying. Let's look.
I got
Can
you.
you share? Go ahead and share.
I think I can share.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, wrong chart.
You're on your phone, big ass phone.
Yeah, but I got a bigger phone. So like I had the same bias yesterday that, you know, it's doing these 3 days of consolidation. And, you know, if you're in March, 3 days of consolidation is you know, very big. So I wanted to kind of break out of this consolidation, maybe get a second leg, and then I'll have bias itself. But this was my key. You know, looking at it, nothing to enter right now, but more speculate and observe. But it is kind of doing what I was saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense for me too.
Yeah, because even if it were to like like a long-term buy, like I would speculate we could break out of this range, break to the low, trap sellers down there, and then, you know, even continue up. But, you know, right now it's definitely bearish. Let me kind of go to my screen, and so let's just kind of look. Okay. So I kind of see, Eric, just hang on one second. Tony, I'm gonna mute you real quick. Let me know if you need to chime in. Damn, where you go? All right, perfect. All right, Mateo, so you were saying bullish also?
Yeah, I'm not that sure. I mean,
Not
given
that
the
sure.
fact that, I mean, look at that trend line. Looks kind of obvious. Gold is trending from like
2018.
Yeah. And I don't know, maybe it will be bullish for a while, but I'm not sure what to expect for like the election timing.
Right. I mean, we don't know what to expect, bro. We just gotta, you know, kind of go with the structure. And I mean, this was something I do pay a bit attention to fundamentals too, also, because all the, you know, China buying a bunch of gold. Gold is, you know, actually something you can back a currency by. It's a little different than, you know, even though these markets are manipulated on paper, that is an actual commodity and something that the dollar can be held against, or, you know, a currency can be held against. So that's why I think something like gold sometimes just does what it wants, but that's not to say it's not going to trap, not going to follow some daily structure. I definitely see what Tony is saying. We have this range. So before we were to do anything, we would want to, you know, watch how this range plays out.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, people been selling this like the past 2 weeks. You know, could have been trapping sellers, and this does have like, you know, a feel of like, you know, a Dylan reversal in a way, because it's after. Right. It's after that, you know, that obvious trend like we talked about.
Yep.
And then, you know, we trap under. This was a little support there, but like, look, now it's resisting this area. It was kind of like a little support right there. So boom, boom. I would speculate that we do have some trapped sellers. For
Yeah,
me to,
maybe.
oh, go ahead, sorry.
I mean, the second leg, it's like too obvious.
Right here.
Yeah.
See, that's why I was gonna say, like, say this happened today. It went down and then did this. That would have been so much more clearer to me
Yeah.
because I would
Yeah.
speculate that these people got stopped out and were continuing up, but we didn't do that. So that's why I don't have a confirmation. But I've seen it where this happens and then we just keep going up. But
Yeah.
it's not my confirmation. Now we could see something like this is what I was saying. We could see, okay, this happened. Sell, and then I'm trying to zoom out, but hang on one second. And then, you know, maybe continue up like that. So it's really going to depend on the liquidity, guys. So I might have just threw out like 7, 8 variations there, but this is just to show like how we do have to be adaptive and how we have to react to what we're looking for and how they're going to be a bunch of variations. So that's my outlook on gold. We can keep moving on here. Okay, so let's go to the chat because it's kind of popping right now. Okay, we'll look at EA and EJ. We'll table those. I like to be unmuted. Oh, let's go, Jonah. Let's go. All right, Jonah, welcome to the show. You're unmuted, brother.
What's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I see you eating some UJ pips this morning.
Yeah, man, I closed out, bro, because what started happening is I started realizing around 12 and 2 o'clock, they start doing some weird stuff. So I said, I go ahead, take profit and take it and catch it the next day. I'm done trying to hold it and trying to see what happens. Forget that, bro.
Yeah, I didn't take UJ today because it didn't react to the low how I wanted. Well, for me to enter, I wanted it to, like, just like on gold, I was saying, see, and this is kind of the inverse of gold. I wanted it to go down here, but session timing, structure, it all played out. Like, you know, we got this at London. So I think you took the right move. I don't know where you entered, but I'm gonna speculate you kind of got in like around here somewhere.
Yeah, yep, that's right.
Figured.
Plus I had I had my 40s, 48 and 96, and it was just rejecting hard off those EMAs. So I was like, shoot, why not? You know? Yeah, so on gold, man, I know that everybody was talking about gold.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. Like, I think sometimes because gold is so volatile and so manipulative, I think a lot of times we kind of put too much emphasis on it. And then we get caught up actually, you know, buying the trap or selling the trap, whatever you want to call it. And people, you know how people start getting mad, start blaming everybody for that stuff. But the way I see gold, man, is when you look at, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
The way I see it, bro, is when you look on that weekly, bro, and that daily, you can see, yeah. You can see how much that thing is just buying like crazy, right? Yeah. But I was taught by my other mentor, every impulsive move has to have some type of pullback. It doesn't matter how strong it is or how weak it is, it's going to pull back. And if it's going to pull back, it's going to pull back hard. So we could definitely see that the market is ranging a lot on gold, and they're going to need a lot of sellers getting in before that push that market up. So what I was thinking, man, I think it'll be safe instead of trying to catch that second leg. It'd probably be safe for that shift to happen out of the trap. And then, like, once it breaks that zone, I think between 1920 and 1924, I think you had it on that 4 hour. You had, like, some type of structure.
Let's see.
Yeah, right there, that zone.
Okay.
It's in between, 1920 and 1900 and 1920, in between that zone. Like, once you see it break that zone completely, you could just, well, it's actually that structure you already had it on. You already had that on. Yeah. And once it break that structure, you can just look for the retest to go up, because I think a lot of times they're already expecting people to catch it from the bottom. And you know how many times, like, people get stopped out trying to catch it from the bottom?
Right.
Instead of letting it do a shift out. So if you let that shift go ahead and happen, then you can say, oh, gold might be going up, so let me just go ahead and catch it on a retest.
Yeah, bro, that's what I do, because, you know, that's exactly how I trade, bro, because like I said, I don't know if it's going to go lower, or I don't want to try to catch it if it does this. But, you know, we also want to be like you know, conscious, because it could do something like this: go up here, trap up here, go back down too. So,
right.
so
Which
yeah,
I
there
was
are a
thinking,
lot of variables we'll have to pay attention to. What were you gonna say?
right. So I was also thinking too, on the 4 hour, you can draw another trend line for, you see those peaks. Instead of that very, very peak high, the very next peak high on the low. Yeah, right there, and then match it up with those, and then wait for that trend line to break. Yeah, man, because I realize that's a lot of touches that they've been hitting right there.
So you think they're setting up for later, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's why I don't want to. I don't want to buy gold too early, because I know that it'll stop hunting like crazy. You know.
So that's fire. I like that a lot. I didn't even put that together. Let's look on it on a daily.
Because we know it's going to the 2000s. We know it's going to have to hit that 2000 somehow.
Right.
And if it sell off, I ain't touching it, because gold just gold.
Yeah, that the last thing I was gonna say about gold is like, it be messing with people's emotions, and you know, especially dudes, they hear, I want to be covered in gold, like, you know, the wealthiest man gold, and then start messing with your psychology, opposed to like G-odd. You know, you don't have emotional attachment to G-odd, but gold is different.
Right.
So I get it. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, you want to stay unmuted for this?
No, I'm good. That's all I want to say about gold. I mean, if it's anything else, GJ, I'm seeing sales on GJ. I think GJ is a big buyer's trap right now.
That's what Mateo was saying.
Yeah. Look how hard it shifts, man. If you do a trend line on the recent trend, and it just shifts real hard at that trend line, and it's going to have to pull back. And I'm looking at that pullback as a dang like trap, you know?
So do you agree with me and Mateo are saying to wait on it to see if it will? Yeah. Okay, so you will want to see if it will retest this high, or like make a second leg or something?
Yeah, make a second leg, finish the M, and once that M is finished, like just me, I like to see a pullback a little bit so I can feel like, okay, the M is actually complete. And then once that pullback happens and then it drops again, then that's when I enter. Because, man, you know how many times I try to, it's just me personally, every single time I try to catch myself trading them into W's, no matter how good it looks, bro, it'll stop you out. I said, man, I'm done with that.
Yeah, we ain't all Dylan, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
When you do take them Dylan trades like that, you gotta it's more like you realize the behavior, you know, of like, like something like, even like this, you can kind of look at it like a signature in a way, even though we just ranging, like this is EJAC, but you know, we had so much liquidity trapped, this range broke to the low, downtrend, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, I was just gonna ask you one other question. Because where'd it go? Where'd GJ go? Shoot. Okay, so all right, last question for you. Do you think, would you like draw this trend line out right here and see how it maybe played out on later? What do you think?
I honestly like to see that whole trend line broken.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
this can,
because it's just so much space right there, and if you can catch the sell after that M, then yeah, I'll take it. But man, it's just so much space right there. Who knows what will happen, bro? But see, that's a 15-minute sell. I like to look at it on an hour time frame. I'm not sure how that.
Let's see if we get it. Yeah, I mean, it's working on an hour too. But yeah, that's what I was saying, that if that does play out, it would make sense that, you know, this support turn resistant, and then that could be our trap zone.
There you go. Yep. And break. Yep. Right at that trend line. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
All right. Because they'll be buying support, and they'll be buying a trend line bounce. But we'll see the clear bearish momentum, and we'll see the M. So potential setup for later in the week, guys, on GJ. Thanks to Mateo. Thanks to Jonah, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. I'll go ahead and let you get back to it. I appreciate you. Keep leveling up every day.
I appreciate it, bro. Thanks, man.
All right, Mateo, you want to they want us to look at EA. So let's go for it.
Let's go.
Let's see if Tony want to get in. I have muted him because he has some background noise. Hey, Tony, if you want to jump back in, bro.
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
You good? I know.
The background noise.
Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's okay. You good? Right. So we're just gonna look at EA and EJ, and I think we'll time to get Starbucks.
Well, that's kind of obvious to me.
Oh yeah, what are y'all seeing?
Oh, that.
Trap for short bullish first, then we're gonna see what's going on.
Tony?
We're gonna go up.
No, I definitely agree. I see a trap.
Okay. Yeah, this was, I didn't really chart it, but like, damn, this, I'm sorry. And this pair is like, what the heck is going on with it?
All the way to the left, too.
Yeah, that's where every order get placed off of. So we're right back there.
Too much obvious resistance there.
Yes. And in hand with clear bullish momentum, right?
Yep.
Okay. But what's going on now, though? You know, what we got going on for the past week or so? You know, 3 days. So Tony and Marcus say the last 3 days.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's just a major consolidation, and we're looking for a breakout.
Mm-hmm. So which way would you want to see that breakout? Or like, what are you thinking? Like break to the high, go low, break to the low, go high. What do you want to see?
I mean, I feel like we got to be like water. If it breaks to
like
low,
water,
that's pretty much an induction.
I like that
trend line, and then we could possibly see a bigger one that will go up over to the top, and then I think that's just a trap within the induction, and then another M at top, and then it could drop us. One trap at a time. Right?
One trap at a time. Yep. So we have we would like to see it go to the low potentially, and then so we could continue up. Yeah. So I was trying to just see if we could see like another area that will serve as confluence, because we do have like a little, kind of like a little support right here. So, I mean, I don't know how far this can go low, because look, that would be like, what, 100 pips? Yeah, that's a lot of pips still. So I don't see like a nearby surrounding trap structure on the 4-hour. But we could just, use this range itself that it's working off of. Something like that. Okay. But I'm not too sure on this, whoever asks, but it is very clear that it's working an obvious resistance. So and it looks bullish, kind of look like a W. I would be looking to buy, but yeah.
You know what I noticed with all pairs?
What
was it? A few in the AXY is that it's at the area where it opened on the beginning of 2020. Like where it's at, it's around the area where it opened up in the beginning of the year. And you add your quarterly, speculation that you have with the fiscal year, and then the moon phase, you can see a very big manipulation that could possibly be going on.
Bro, it's at where it was 2019 too.
Yeah.
It's back.
I see that with the AXY. AU is the same way. AJ is the same. It's around the same where it was January 1st, 2020.
It looks very bearish approaching it too, when we use our Heikin-Ashi candles. But obviously I would speculate some type of rejection off of this area, even if it is bearish. So I still got, I want to sell AU like you did all last week. But it does look like we're getting some type of induction, Got to give something back. Got to take the stairs, right?
Yep. Definitely going to take the stairs. See a nice little induction. Capture that London.
Yeah, this is what I was looking at on AU. Basically, they hit the bet against the buyers up there. We've been selling. But, you know, Friday, we got that nice trap the liquidity up here. So I actually took sells on AU today, but I closed it manually, like at 5 pips profit, because I realized the trap wasn't done. Because what I want to see is something like, I was just trying to be a little anxious, I think, on a Monday. So yeah, I'm still bullish on this one. See, like, again, it would be nice if, you know, this resistance became a support. We have this micro trend line, 2 reasons for people to buy while we're in a downtrend, while we used our indexes for confluence as well. Because we looked at AXY, and then if you look at DXY, you know, we've been bearish since the COVID bill or whatever. And boom, 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 people getting trapped under there, sell, sell, sell. Then this range, they get trapped under there. And now we shift out against this range. Now, my speculation is that price would be attracted to this area here. It just made sense for me, just watching, you know, watching the charts. So, you know, I don't expect it to automatically just go there, but I do see bullish activity for the dollar to still come. Okay. What you think, Matea?
Yeah, I'm actually looking the same for the dollar. I mean, they got like that kind of W and head and shoulder pattern over there, down, inverted. And yeah, people are still trying to sell it. But yeah, at the moment it's kind of like free roaming. I mean, if you take a look at the candles, there's no evidence of like go back to 4 hours. If you take a look at the candles on 4 hour on the sales on the other side of the trend, yeah, over there. Where's 4 hours over there? Yeah. Go right. Right. Yeah, over there. You can see there's no actual resistance, support, anything, because we're in that kind of range. Let's call it range. It's around 94, 95, and we gotta wait till 96 to see some kind of support. We're in a dead zone, so there's nothing to see there. So it will, like, it should continue up.
Yeah, that's, I mean, because we know that liquidity has to be attracted to some type of zone. You know, price has to be attracted to some type of zone where there is liquidity. So, you know, that is what this theory is based on. It's not just saying, oh, price got to go there because there's a line there. This is all based on, you know, how the market maker likes to do these moves, what we see in our back test, right?
Yep.
Let's check the chat because we're getting out of whack with it. Jonah is the man. Yeah, he's killing it. Jonah is a great trader, guys. He's new, but every day he hit me up. Every day he's getting better. You know, it's obvious, and you're gonna struggle in the market, but some people can deal with leveling up and, you know, the hiccups, the adversity really well. And you know, he's one of them, so that's good. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna share somebody's chart because I do want to promote us sharing charts. Okay, so this was not Matea, but Matthias' chart, and this was for gold. He's seeing a wedge breakout, looks like, and a downtrend. You know, signature trade. See, it's going up. So it looks good to me, bro. Looks good to me. Could speculate some type of pullback like we talked about, but yeah, you know, not a bad analysis. Fino said he's looking to sell UJ actually. Okay. If you want to pop your chart in, go ahead. Ian, Tony, gold has destroyed a lot of person's emotions. Fact. I don't even trade gold like that. Look at monthly candle on gold. Yeah, we looked at that. Okay, gold sent people to stop trading. Fact. Pumping down. GJ might be at liquidity zone. Yeah, we're saying that. Do I think CHF has reversed? We'll see if we can take a look. Like obvious resistance. Someone said only trade gold with a 0.01. Oh, that was Jonah. Yeah, remember gold pip value is not like other currencies. So you open a lot on that, it's gonna be like, 10 pip stop loss. You're gonna be like, yo, why is that $800, bro? Why is that $600? So just be aware. All right, let's see here. Yeah, appreciate y'all doing my best. All right, cool. Alrighty, so we can look at a couple more pairs, and then it's Starbucks run, everyone. All right. So we had, let's not forget, someone wanted EJ, which we briefly looked at.
You want to
I'm gonna let you kick. Yeah, I want you to kick this off, Mateo.
EJ. Let me take a look.
I'm just drawing the zone that, I'm not saying anything. I'm just showing where price hits, and then you tell me what you see, what you're seeing.
Based on the fact that we are actually looking for sales across year pairs, well, not in the next 15 minutes, for example, but in the medium term, I would say that it would trap high and go low. That's my idea, mainly.
Okay. So that makes perfect sense, but we would definitely want to look at the yen to see how that's gonna factor in, right? Why don't we go take a brief look at it?
Let's go.
And then we'll come back to this. And if you're wondering why the candles look like that and how we change it, you just go to candle and select Heiken Ashi. Okay. Alrighty, so we're looking at the yen index to get more of a feel for what Euro JPY is doing, right? That's what we're doing now. So I have these zones drawn. This currency to me has been ranging, but I don't really draw these trend lines on this, like on the indexes. I more so just look for like where the liquidity is at. Definitely looks like, price was resisting this area on our daily, broke it, grabbed the orders, whatever, boom, did it again, pull back. So to me, this pair kind of looks like ranging but weak, but really just ranging, if anything. Just pumping and dumping, pump, dump, pump, dump. What do you think?
Yeah, they're trying to actually, like, it looks like a like buyer's induction. If you take a look of it there, yeah. I know you don't draw trend lines, but just to give an example, like it's doing higher lows, going up like a wedge, So the zone I'm seeing is around 100. There's a zone over there. Yeah, right. Around 100, something more.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that one. Around 99, 100. Yes, perfect. So yeah, I would definitely look for some kind of move over there and then down. Because when shit hits the fan, then this is gonna drop hard, I think.
Think so. Yeah, to me it looked like we can still, go up, but it looks like it just keeps inducing, like the behavior, it keeps inducing above this area. But so yeah, I guess I would have to just say, like, I don't even want to try to predict. I'm just gonna look at it, and it just looked like a big ass range, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll use the other clues I find in the market to deduce my trades. So we can go back to Euro JPY. We can take a look at this daily now because we're here, right? You see obvious trend line got worked. Support turn resistance. And basically everyone sold here. And then everyone got trapped under here. You see how this low was violated and pulled right back up against. We came to this area. People were likely selling, trapped them, induced sellers off here. People selling off the resistance, gutted them. Now, boom, all those sellers are stopped out. Now the market maker can sell off. Now they're selling off. See, now we're telling the story. That's what we're doing. Market maker was able to sell off after, you know, inducing buyers. And now, we're in a range again since last week. Today we broke out of that range to the low. Oh, sorry, wrong one. And then we had this little shift candle here to stop out anyone with a stop loss right here. Came back, retested this on an intraday level. We had a second leg W right at London Open. Notice how you can capitalize off session timing here, and then boom, immediately bullish momentum. Now we're back at this same area though. So we're not out the woods here. If we broke out of here, it would be a little different, but we're right back into the range.
All right.
So what you think?
Bad stuff there. They're gonna come back down and maybe test again their resistance because they made a WB low. Yeah, over there. And then go up as freaking hell.
Okay. See, I'm seeing bullish for sure, like to buy, but yeah, the way it returned right to this range is very suspect. So I'm gonna wait because what could happen is they could not have enough liquidity, and we could do this, right? And then everyone was trying to short here, and I was like, oh damn, I was too early. So just wait. And then like if you were to have caught this move here, you know, you should have got your pips. You should have managed it on an intraday level. And, you know, maybe you were early on the bigger move, but on the intraday move, you were right. So even if you know, there was an ECR. I remember I was so sleepy because I stayed up all night and I seen it look me dead in the face. And I just said, I'm going to sleep. It was right here. I stayed up all London. So when New York opened, I crashed. But I seen this playing out. I was up for all of this, but that's not my setup. I was waiting. And this would have been a place for me to take it for like a nice scalp move, you know, 40 pips. But that's how I would have traded this today. You see, I want y'all to note how I don't throw the EMAs on until it's time to enter. But see, like that would have been my confirm W, EMA cross. You can wait for the momentum here even. See, and then you have your bullish momentum come right to a resistance area on a micro level. People could sell off of here. And yeah, just showing you how you could manage your way, how you can get in this trade, even if you were early. But now as things unfold, you know, it could just keep going up, but I'm just gonna wait. I wanna see it retest the lows one more time. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check the chat. It's popping today. All right, let's see.
Push pull back, accumulate. Yes.
Let's look at someone else's EJ they just sent. It is Matthias. Okay. So he kind of just seeing what we see on gold and EJ, but we were speculating some type of pullback, but he just has it that the trap has been set. So yeah, I mean, this looks good to me too. This looks good. Okay, let's keep going. Odd seemed to be the weakest currency I analyzed this weekend, says Caleb. Okay. Look like it. Talking about EJ, Jesus says, look like it induced sellers last night and maybe will induce buyers, then go back downside. Same thing I'm seeing. Mateus trap sellers. Yep. Okay. Yeah, good work, Jesus. It can be double trap, double-edged sword, but we have to see Right, exactly. And that's why I was showing you, I was saying how you could have traded EJ and how you can manage it. Because you're gonna go crazy thinking you can just always predict what the market gonna do. You know, just find your setup within things and go for it and like get your risk off the board. And if you wanna swing, you can, but just secure something. Don't just be expecting everything to be a big, you know, 100 pip, 1,000 pip shift. Don't just set like, oh, EJ can go back to the previous high. You know, like it can, but it might do that like next year. So in the meantime, you can make 50 pips, make a, you know, a quick $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, push, pull back, accumulate. Exactly, Jermaine. EMAs can be misleading. Always look at structure before entry. Yep. Yeah, the EMA is just my confirmation. Exactly. And I like it because it helps me wait for candle closes, wait for actual momentum for how I like to trade. We ain't gonna forget you, CHF. I got you, fam. And anything can happen. Brandon will probably be looking to buy EJ during Asian. Yeah, I could see that. Let's see. Yeah, like if EJ gives us, you know, accumulate like this, can look to buy. Because and then look, this is what I tell you. Even if like say EJ didn't keep going up, right? Like if it does this and then we're gonna reverse, a lot of times it'll go here. And like, look, if you get the good entry, that can be 30 pips. You can already have your risk off the board, you know? So it just depends how you do it. And I think that would be actually a very good setup. Let me just go see if we have, yeah, look, AJ could give us that too, right? This one a bit more choppy. Let's look at GJ. Because like, even though we said it was gonna reverse, what do price do before it reverse usually? Make that second leg. And I'm not even, who knows, it could keep going. But look, say you just took this ECR, let's accumulate during Asian, or even like say London, it gave you a little breakout of that range. Like, do the math, that's what, 50 pips? 70 pips, guys, that's great pips. And then your stop loss, you know, get you, if you can go 10 like Brandon, go for it. But, you know, maybe 20, depending on how you feel. Alrighty. Let's look at USD/CHF and we're out of here. It's been an hour. I had so much fun. Time just flew. What you think?
Yeah. When you have fun, like time passes by really, really fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So Ian's was asking, did UCAT shift?
Well, yes, but actually no.
What? Go ahead, elaborate, sir.
You know, while we're talking about like GU doing things going down, EU maybe going down, the thing is the opposite for USD pairs. So when we're expecting like some kind of sales on, let's say, for example, GU, we could expect buys in USD pairs. Even though we're waiting for a small retracement or more inducement on GU, EU, and that kind of stuff. So we might wait on UGHF to see some kind of retracement, maybe down there, 0.9170 or 80 over there, and maybe bouncing back, yes, from there long. But yeah, I do agree that bias could be buy.
Okay, so to summarize, you're saying that you have a bullish bias on UCHF, but you are speculating that we're going to see some type of bearish induction, like something like this, maybe trap under this resistance and go up?
Exactly. Clear as daylight. Yeah.
Okay. So I would agree with that because just because where we're at right now, we're working off of this resistance. Only thing is like, what if this was, I'm just looking at like, what if this was just like a trend breakout to induce, right? Like just to induce people to buy. But
we wait and see. Maybe it's like that.
Right. But even so, it can be, I think it would be more macro based on what we're saying about the dollar, based on this structure. So, maybe price work off of this level, work up to here, work off of here. Because this is be the next logical zone, right? Up here?
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely. Okay. So I would agree with this bullish bias. But now that we're on like, the lower time frame, people been buying. Right?
Yeah, that's why I told you we might expect some kind of retracement down, because that zone is too obvious to say, okay, resist support, like resistance turn support. Like it doesn't work like that exactly, but just talking about that. Yeah, something like that. Maybe even a bit more where you see the exactly there and then up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. I want to go look at one last thing. Hang on. What is it? CX? Yeah. It's not CXY. It's Swiss franc. What is it? What's the index for it? There we go.
SXY.
There we go. There we. All right.
That's sexy.
Sexy XY. Yeah, sexy.
That's sexy.
All right. Are we zooming later?
Yeah, of course. We zoom over. We zoom all the time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this was wow. Okay. So
it's like reversed. Yeah. That's the same, like reversed.
So this definitely induced people to buy. Definitely had the trap, people up here above this. These people were selling, got stopped out, got dragged through the mud. Now price going back. Okay. So let me just get a feel for this. Ranging on the weekly.
Yeah, that's obvious. Like, to me, it's clear as daylight. It have been ranging for a while over there. Yeah. Got passed over there, faked some kind of retest and stuff. Then it's coming down back again.
Yeah, you notice on these indexes how price just works these areas, because it's less about like the trap and more about the price level of the index. And then when you see how it manifests on the chart, it gives us these nice like support resistance areas, but that's just the price level that price is actually working off of. That's kind of my logic behind how we're using these. And that's why we use them a little different than pairs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go through the chat one more time. We won't look at anything else, but just to summarize on UCHF, we're speculating a bearish induction before a bullish continuation. And then if we do have some type of trend line breakout or whatever, we were speculating that it will at least like come to this zone from before. All right. Overall, for the dollar, we're bullish on it. Of course, we're expecting some type of pullback, but we see an obvious range price may work to. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out into our trades. All righty, let's just see. Jonah was saying USD CHF can go up to 0.94, then drop, forming that. And yeah. Let me just, I just want to see the level, exact level he was talking about, 940. Oh, yeah, same level we said. All right. Tony was saying we need correlation first. Thanks, Caleb, SXY. Thanks, Sexy. I'm just all right. All right, bro, we out of here. We out of Chia. Today was awesome.
Great session.
All right, peace, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, me and Homan, for Win GPG. Peace out. Thank you to everyone who made it to the end.